Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. I hadn't made a video in a couple of days or so, but things have been really busy. I also had my daughter's graduation from college yesterday that I traveled to about 2.5 hour drive to get there and then back. Uh, Great event. We're real proud of her. She graduated with a bachelor's of science in nursing degree and already has a job lined up. Did great. So great event. But did some traveling, a lot of traveling yesterday. So I'll talk about that a little bit here. But onto the topic and what I'm seeing, and I've noticed this for a while, and I've kind of mentioned it a little bit here and there, but people just seem on a razor's edge right now. I'd like to know what you're seeing and experiencing out there when you're going out, but not just online, but I hadn't even spent much time online the last few days. It's all been in person. It's all been out there, and not just yesterday, but over the last months. But it seems to be ratcheting up a lot, and people just seem very on edge, just very tense. You know, you can just cut the tension with a knife, is what I'm noticing here, just in general. And it's very concerning. It's very concerning. The shortages aren't going away, folks. They're with us. Going to be with us for a while, I'm afraid. Um, Gas, food, raw materials, not just wood, but just about any consumer good right now. It seems um, like I said, I went to this graduation and did some traveling with gasoline. By the way, I'm in Georgia and travel basically from one side of the state to the other. And what I'm noticing on the gasoline, I was able to get some, but based on my observations, I'd say about 50% of the gas stations that I went by were out. Uh, but you can find it. You have to wait a little bit. The price, of course, is going up. There was one station I stopped at where it was only premium unleaded available. I had to pay, I think it was like 3.80. Gosh, it was almost $4 a gallon. I didn't get much there. I did find it at two other places where it was regular unleaded, and it was a little over $3 a gallon there. So uh, I stopped in both places, two places that had the regular unleaded. The people were talking about what's going on, and I know one of the clerks there at the gas station, this is one of the large stations where they have food and all kind of stuff in there. But she was talking, overheard her talking to another customer about it's not just really a gas shortage, it's a truck driver shortage, the tanker truck driver shortage. Okay. And it's not just truck drivers that we have a shortage of. It's the dispatchers, the support personnel. So dispatchers, back office people, mechanics that keep these tanker trucks maintained and going. So yeah, it's not just not the gasoline shortage. Although we're still dealing with a backup as far as this pipeline getting back going. I mean, we're still dealing with that. They're trying to catch up on that. But the tanker driver shortage was an issue before the pipeline stoppage. So, and this will go on. I read somewhere this morning that this will go on through probably into the summer, well into the summer. So prepare for that and just be ready. This is something we'll be seeing, folks. So did you see the story? I noticed this. I just noticed this yesterday, but a story out of North Carolina. I forget where, but there was a fight, a brawl. There's probably more of this happening than we realize, but this story was about a man and a woman in line. There was a line to get gasoline, and apparently there was an argument over who was in line next to get to the gasoline pump. And one person got out of their car, walked over and spit on this person while they were in their car. This person got out and spit back at the person. There's a man and a woman now, and they just started fighting, brawling physically, right there in front of everything. Really, people. I mean, so that was one incident that I read about. I know Mrs. Dog and I were at a Walmart. This was several days ago. We don't go into Walmart very often. Okay, we do order online from them, order Amazon with other stuff as well. But there were some things we needed that we could not order online through Walmart, so we decided to go in the store, get a few things, get some other stuff while we were there. And so we were going to check out, and about the only way to check out here is to go through the self checkout corrals. There's one on either side of the store. So we're going in into this area, and there's a short little bottleneck where you go into where you can go to the opening where there's all these self checkout stations. As we're going in, now Mrs. Dog is still recovering from foot surgery, so she wanted to get out and walk and test it. So by the time we're checking out, she's starting to hurt some, so she's limping, noticeably limping a bit, and so she's not walking very slow. So we're moving a little slow, and so people behind us, there was a man and a woman behind us. The man didn't say a word. The woman starts just fussing, like, get out of my way. You got in front of me, and now you're walking slow and you're holding things up. First, we didn't cut in line. Okay, I'm very careful of that. So we just decided we just veered off immediately. Didn't say a word. We just stepped to the side, let this angry person go get by us, and we just put as much distance as we could between us and this person. Okay, we went on the opposite side of the corral from them, and we checked out. While I was scanning things, getting things in the bag, Mrs. Dog was keeping an eye, discreetly keeping an eye on these guys and making sure they weren't doing anything else. And nothing else happened, but I didn't say a word. I could have easily said something, and this could have escalated out of control. Thankfully, it did not. Now, if they had pursued us more, okay, that's a different story. I will not hesitate to defend my family or myself. Okay. But the first thing and thing we should keep in mind is to put as much distance as we can between us and somebody that's angry, aggressive, or acting out. Okay. This time it was fine. Nothing happened. Okay. But anyway, it was very unnerving. It was stressful. Mrs. Dog was a little shaken up there. But anyway, so that happened. So be aware of, situational awareness. Just be aware of things that are going on around you, even if it's, and that doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what town you're in. Okay, it can be a small rural town where you feel just totally safe. I don't care. You keep an eye on everything, everybody, especially at a big box store. Okay, I'm hyper aware. All right, I know who's around me. I'm watching. I'm keeping. I'm not staring or nothing like that. But peripheral vision. Always watch who is watching you. Okay, and not just in the store, outside the store. Okay, as well. I notice a lot of people will get in their car and they will they put their stuff in their car. They get in and they just sit there a while and start texting. All right, get out of there. You're around other cars. You're kind of boxed in. You can't see everything around you. At least get out of that spot and get into a place where you can see everything around you and lock the doors. Okay, you can text in or just wait till you get home and text. All right. Unless it's an emergency, or let's go somewhere where you feel safer first. Okay, I just noticed that a lot. That bothers me. But people are on edge, man. I tell you. So watch the texting. And when you're walking around, don't watch where you're walking, watch who's around you. Don't be so focused on you're just looking on the phone all the time. That's just telling a predator that you're not paying attention. You're vulnerable. I don't care who you are. All right, go in pairs or in groups, small groups. I mean, this situation in the Walmart, I'm glad it was the two of us. We were just looking out for each other. All right, you're more vulnerable as a single, if possible, if you can, go into small groups. So watch that. So what else? What can we do? Be, like I said, be hyper aware, situational awareness. Watch who's around you. Just pay attention. Other than that, try to get with family. Try to de-stress. If you can, get in and get with family or friends in person, not just over phone and texting. It really helps. Get outside. It's a beautiful day out here now. today out here. I'm going to get out there. I don't care if it's just walking around the yard a little bit. Go out there and take a deep breath or two, and you'll feel better. Okay, just get outside. You know. Other than that, what's a hole in your preps? Start if you have a chance. Try to fill a hole in your preps. Food, water, defensive measures. Okay. Other than that, what are you seeing out there? Are you noticing this? Are you noticing an uptick in just the tension, the anger, and all these shortages and the stress, the high prices, the inflation? It's not helping, of course. I think we need to extend some grace. I think we're missing that. We need to extend some grace to folks. I try to, if if I have an opportunity, I let people go in front of me in the doors and in line. If there's a tie to walk into the line, I let that person in front of me. That's with traffic also. If I see that I can let somebody in, hey man, it's only going to hold me up what, 20 seconds? Okay. I'm just trying my best too to do that. Put as much distance. If you see an idiot, whether you're outside or driving on the road, put as much distance. I saw plenty of that when I was driving. Again, I'm putting as much distance as I can, as much as I'm able, between myself and that person, from my car and theirs. So, all right, I'm fussing on here a little bit too much. I'm going to let you go. Have a good rest of the weekend, and be careful out there. God bless you. See you soon.